Social media makes international travel look like a dream. You just step off a plane and the world is your playground. But the illusion breaks the moment a connection is missed or your credit card stops working. In an empty terminal half a world away, you realize that a vacation is only as good as the plan behind it. Look at Nate and Sam. Nate believes a good trip is purely a matter of luck. Sam knows that travel is actually a complex landscape of laws and economics that can be mastered. Preparation isn't about being paranoid, it's about building a hidden safety net. When you understand how the global environment works, you stop being a passenger in your own holiday. Nate picks his destination based on a viral photo. He heads to a massive tourist hotspot, assuming if everyone is going there, it must be the best place to spend his money. But when millions of people crowd into one city, the local economy can actually suffer. International hotel chains sent their profits to a different continent, while local residents find their grocery prices rising and their housing markets taken over by tourist rentals. They start to feel pushed out of their own homes. Sam looks for places where her visit will actually help. She chooses an eco-tourism lodge, which is built to coexist with the local environment rather than overwhelm it. By staying at a locally owned lodge and hiring local guides, Sam's money goes directly into the community. It funds the park rangers who protect the wildlife she came to see and pays for the schools in the nearby village. Every dollar you spend on a trip is a direct choice. You can either leave a place worse off by straining its resources, or you can use your budget to help a local community protect what makes it special. Nate thinks his domestic ID or a passport about to expire is good enough. He treats border security like a mere suggestion, rather than a strict legal wall. But crossing an international border requires a pre-approved pass called a visa. If you don't have this ticket to the game before you arrive, these officers have the legal power to stop you right there and send you home on your own dime. Sam checks her country's official travel advisories months in advance. She wants to know if a country is safe, stable, and welcoming before she ever books a ticket. Before leaving, Sam pays for a travel insurance policy. She views it as a mandatory part of her gear, just like her hiking boots. If Sam breaks her leg on a remote trail, she won't be hit with a $50,000 medical bill. The insurance company handles the mountain rescue and the hospital costs, turning a life-altering debt into a manageable problem. Mastering these risks through the right documents and insurance transforms foreign laws from a confusing obstacle into a protective shield that travels with you. Sometimes, despite all your planning, your wallet is gone in a heartbeat. Nate only had one card and a bit of cash. To make it worse, the value of his money shifted overnight. Yesterday, $10 bought him a full lunch. Today, it barely buys a cup of coffee. This chart shows that shrinking power. Nate's single pile of money shrinks relative to local prices. He's taking a pay cut. But Sam diversifies. With cash, an emergency credit card, and a prepaid card locked at better rates, she switches buckets and keeps going. If her passport is missing, she walks to her country's embassy. This building is a piece of her own country's official ground, located right in the middle of a foreign city. The people inside can verify who she is, and issue a temporary travel document, and even help her find legal or medical aid if things get serious. A working knowledge of global finance and law is what prevents a stolen wallet from ending your entire journey. When they return, Nate is exhausted and broke. Sam returns fulfilled because she spent her energy on the experience rather than the emergencies. Success came down to checking the safety warnings, securing the right insurance, and respecting the local impact of her stay. These strategies are the difference between spending your time in a hospital or an embassy and actually spending it on the beach. Understanding how the world works doesn't just make you a better traveler, it gives you the confidence to explore with your eyes wide open. When you know the rules of the road, you finally have the freedom to enjoy the ride.